Hi everyone. Today's video has 3 points, and you're going to want to stick around because the third point is a secret as to the absolute most surprising thing about Amazon employees that you don't know already. So what we're discussing today is 3 surprising facts about Amazon, and specifically Amazon.com. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what those 3 are and the role they play that you can use as a self-publisher. You're going to have the steps necessary to implement and learn from them, and you're going to feel great knowing that you are personally, as an author, implementing the strategies that Amazon is using that you don't know already. So let's get into it. This is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com, where self-publishing doesn't have to be so hard. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like for me to make more videos like this one, and check out below in the description to grab a copy of my absolutely free self-publishing checklist to make sure that you are not skipping any of the important steps necessary to get your book self-published and selling. Lots of secrets on the list. So from my own story, when I first got started, I followed, just like a long time ago, like when Amazon first came out, I followed them very closely right from the start. In particular, I found them amazingly useful. Not necessarily I did buy books from Amazon, but also when it came to Christmas every year, because they knew exactly what the perfect gift would be for boys between this age and this age, or girls between this age, and they would tell you, here is exactly what you should get for them because they are going to love it. And I did exactly that. They would wrap it, they would put a little greeting note on it, and they would send it. And I did nothing other than just simply say, what's the top gift for this age group in this agenda? And that was amazing how powerful that was. So every Christmas, it made it so easy for me to do the shopping that I needed to get done. The other thing was, I quickly realized that Amazon makes a lot of decisions. As a self-publisher, this was something else. As they grew in size and scale, when I started putting books on the market, I started seeing that they let their robots and their AI make a lot of decisions. Some of these decisions can be incredibly dangerous for you. I saw people's accounts getting shut down. Even to this day, people getting blocked out of their accounts. Some of my viewers even here have had this as an issue. And one of the lessons, just as a side note, is if that ever happens, make sure you tell Amazon, you notify them immediately and explain yourself, or whatever you've been doing or whatever you think you might have been doing, you want to make sure you get in contact. So, but I saw that as they grew in size and scale, it started a lot of robots doing the decisions. Also, I discovered that some of their service centers, like in India and stuff, they would say one thing if you'd call them, and then you call them the next day and they'd say something else. So if you had an issue, they could usually help resolve those issues. You just keep calling and speak to somebody different. They did have some quality issues, because one of the things when they're scaling so big, it makes it a little bit tricky for them. The final thing was, I saw a lot of hate go their way. I'm telling you, from authors, because of all of this stuff that, whether it's this or that. But my thing is that I can agree, but if you're just getting started, they are so huge that it's hard to ignore them. And maybe there are better ways, if you become huge and popular and stuff with your writing, then move to a different platform. But in the meantime, for me personally, I never would have got my start if it were not for Amazon. And they do not sponsor this video either. I wouldn't have gotten started in business. They simply made it very easy for me to put some products on the market and to see and to play with them and see if I could get some sales. And it worked. It started to sell. And this has just been such a wonderful experience for me with using Amazon. But I know for other people, you have different experiences, and there's things, maybe how they deal with their employees and things like that, that definitely you should consider whether or not you wish to publish with them or not. But I would say that if you're getting started as a new author, this is what you're going to want to definitely at least consider. So 3 surprising facts about Amazon. The first one is the name Amazon was chosen because of the alphabet order. Websites were generally listed in alphabetical order, which makes no sense today. I remember the old days of Yahoo being the dominant leader, and the way that they did their categories and then the alphabet for the companies and the websites that would be underneath it. Originally, they considered calling themselves Cadabra, like as in abracadabra, but that would have involved putting the letter C. And so they they understood at the time, we look, and here's the key strategy, we look what's happening and how things are doing, and we think strategically through the choices we make, whether it's the keywords that are being searched. And they knew that if they're at the top of the alphabet, just like a classroom where the kids with the first last name that goes first, they get called first, it has an impact. And so you see them, they're getting page 1 results or whatever it would be. So they were playing SEO games right from the very start. So my question for you is, why aren't you? You should be playing the exact same mindset, the exact same games that they were doing from the start. We figure out what people are searching for and how they're searching and set our book right in that path. So that organic traffic will come straight on through to our stuff. Number 2. The warehouses are the size of 10,000 Olympic swimming pools. One of the things is they have a massive market. They have tons of their audience with their credit cards out ready to buy. The reason why this should matter to you is we want to sell our books where the markets are already. We do not want to create a new market. We do not want to create a new store because we think we're going to sell thousands of our books if we create our own store. No. We want to find where the markets are, and we want to use them to our advantage. And then you can take all of the millions of dollars you're earning off of your books and you can give it to causes, that would counteract perhaps Amazon or whatever else. But the point being is that there's a gigantic market with them. And this is something we should not ignore. There's a reason they have gigantic warehouses. It's to stock all the books that we wish to sell. And so this is just another point that we definitely want to consider when it comes to Amazon, and a surprising fact. But our third and most surprising fact of the day, it is that all employees are required to spend 2 days at customer service desks. That's right, every year. And the reason, including the CEO, and the reason why is because they need to be close to their customers. And I keep pounding on the drum of using marketing, in particular content marketing, where we are trying to get as close as possible to our readers, email marketing and content marketing. So we're really, really close to our readers so that we are going to understand what it is that they want, what it is that drives them, that motivates them. We're going to put out better books, and we're not just putting that out, but we're going to market our existing books in a way that serves them up so that our readers would buy them, would read them from cover to cover, and would leave us positive reviews on these very same books. And this is something that is so often forgotten. It is the idea that you think, and I know you know who you are out there, you think you can write a book, a high quality book, run it through 1,000 rounds of editing, put it on the market, and everything should be fine. And the answer is, you're going to hear crickets. We need to be close to our audience. We need to know what it is that motivates them. And notice I didn't say audiences, it's one audience. Choose your niche, choose your subgenre, and stick with it year after year, putting out content, doing content marketing as I teach below in the course in the comments, following the tricks and the strategies, these advanced strategies I teach you here on this channel. And we're taking a lesson from Amazon here with regards to it. And so that's something you are definitely going to want to consider. My question for you today is, what about Amazon is most surprising to you? Let me know below in the comments, and check up above me here for more video answers to your self-publishing questions. Thanks.